Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to do a quick video to show you a few tips on Google Home to help you out in your experience. First thing I'm going to show you is how to make sure your TV can automatically turn on and off when you're dealing with Google Home, and also how you can get it to basic things. Hey Google, play Bloomberg Live.
Okay, playing Bloomberg Global Live from YouTube on my bedroom TV.
Note that the light on the bottom left, the TV takes a little bit to turn on.
Where do you start if you want to change
Hey Google,
the phone?
set the volume of my bedroom TV to 0. Hey Google, play Fox News Live.
Sure, playing Fox News live stream Ultra HD from YouTube on my bedroom TV.
Hey Google, stop. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually look up on YouTube and find a lot of TV channels that are live streaming on there. So you don't even need to have a cable package. As long as you can access the stream itself, you're good to go for the most part. Some of the streams are illegal as far as the person who's streaming doesn't have the rights to, but it's going on and everybody's looking the other way because Fox is doing this as far as they looking the other way because they're still making a lot of money off those streams, so it's kind of stupid for them to shut it down. But also note with this is there is a lot of channels that don't allow this at all, so that's something to note into itself. It's based on channel by channel thing. Plus there's things like NASA with 24-hour ISS coverage and then the NASA TV and stuff like that. So with that one in mind, I'm also going to get into some other things with IFTTT just to add it in there because I really don't think it will fit in another video. So with that one in mind, let's jump on into the abilities. So as far as the TV, how do you make sure that your TV can turn on and off by itself? First things first is you obviously need to have a Chromecast, and that is the device which will be turn on and off the TV itself. Second is the TV needs to have the CEC support. So CEC, not going to get into all that. It basically, without it, you're not going to have the ability to turn on and off the TV and do all the other stuff. But with it, you can actually do that. Just make sure that maybe the settings have to be turned on. Check if you don't see it within the settings, check to see if the TV even has that ability to start with, because maybe it's on by default and stays on, so just check to see what's the harm there. But if you don't see anything, assume that doesn't. But if it's on, it doesn't guarantee that the thing will power on or power off. For example, with mine, I have a CEC 3D TV, but the CEC, it powers on the TV. Like I got both settings on to allow power on, power off, but for some weird reason the Chromecast won't power off the TV. Google support is looking into this, so hopefully something will come out of it sooner than later. But again, that's not a guarantee into itself. But without CEC, you ain't going to have that ability to start with. So as far as that goes, I'm assuming that everybody knows how to get YouTube to run. So we're just going to jump on into that. So one quick thing is what you need to do is go ahead and find what their channel. So for example, Bloomberg Global Live News, you can actually search YouTube and figure out if whatever channel has a live stream of it. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then there's not much you can do about that, unless you got YouTube TV or something else. But let's just say that you don't and you're going cheap side on this. Well, the next thing you need to do, and this is very, very important, is you need to tell the Google Assistant either through a phone or through the Google Home itself to activate that channel by whatever means that you think is necessary. Use whatever command that would be used to activate it. So, for example, play, say, okay, Google, play Bloomberg Global Live News on my bedroom TV. If that works, great. If it doesn't work, then you need to find the right combination of words to make it work, and it's possible that you won't ever find the right combination of words. For example, I found CNN where they had a live stream and just testing things out and whatever. Every time I tried to get the live stream to play on my bedroom TV, the Fox News kept coming up. Obviously some other channel other than what I have set it to, but it just kept coming up with some Fox News. It's also very important to note is there's a lot more Fox News live streaming than anything else. I think they're allowing that for marketing reasons, and for other reasons that's something to note into itself. But if you cannot get the actual raw command to work, then the following part won't work at all. So get that part to work before you move on to the next part. So with that, what you're going to do is you need to activate the Google Home, Google Assistant feature, and then go to the blue dot in itself on the right corner. And then from there, what you want to do is find your stuff and then scroll all the way down, go to create new shortcut. So for the part that it says when I say, this is what you want to say, so whatever makes it easy. So for example, instead of me saying play Fox News Live Ultra HD blah 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 blah, well, on my whatever TV, I can say play Fox News Live, and there you go. So that's where I would put that. And then the Google Assistant should do in that area, put in the actual command that you will be giving it. So for example, with that Fox News thing, the normal command, the command that I give now is play Fox News Live. Well, the actual normal command would be play Fox News Live Ultra HD on my bedroom TV. It's a mouthful. I don't want to say it every time. So there we go. And once you have that saved and you know that long command that Google Assistant should do, if you know that works, then you're golden. And just test it out real quick to make sure everything's good to go. And there you go. And that's very important to in itself, because like misspellings and stuff like that can screw you over. So like for myself, I accidentally put Fox News, play Fox News Live, Fox News Live, and forgot the S. And also there's other things like if say whatever channel it might be, if you think it's multiple a space between something and doesn't have that, then that can screw up the command in itself. Or when the something you think that it's two different words and it's really one word, that can also screw up the command into itself. So play around with that if you run some problems, but it's best to test immediately after you made the command into itself. So that's a easy major thing that you can do. I'm going to down below have a copy and paste for you. Feel free to actually use this if you want. I personally just deal with Bloomberg, Fox News, ISS, and NASA, and I think that's about it when it comes to me trying to play something live. Personally, I got regular TV stuff, so I ain't worried about that. But with that one in mind, let's move on to the next tip. So next tip is IFTTT. I'm pretty sure most everybody knows this site and everything. It's actually a pretty good site. Now, with that one in mind, if you don't know about the site, go ahead and check it out. Basically, you can get this thing to work with whatever devices. So, for example, with this example, we've got Google Assistant working with Philips Hue bulbs, and that way I can get it to achieve something, instead of saying a long sentence, I can just say a short word or two and get it to do whatever I want it to do. So for example, this is I'm going to be using this as a quick example. Whenever I say the following word, which is bright, after the keyword to trigger, the following happens. So it actually goes and makes the bedroom lights white and 100%. And note that it's basically triggers all that stuff. I can get it to say whatever I want there. So note that it's not the same thing as what I just showed, but it's the actual actions that happens. It basically triggers it to do whatever I want. So instead of me saying this, actually this would actually be the command. So I would say the keyword and say make my bedroom lights white at 100%. And then it will do both, if not at least one thing, and that will make it a pain into itself, whereas this is just saying bright and it does everything in itself. Note one thing that's pretty important with this is there is some delay into this. So we're talking about a second, maybe 2 seconds or something like that. But for something like this, where it's like lights, like for example, I have this, and then I have this is my most used ones, where I can just say illuminates and then or nightlight, and then the thing says nightlight on, and then it makes all my lights into a amber look, and it dims it down to 15%, so it looks like an actual nightlight, and like where it's at the minimum level where I can see some detail, where I'm not banging against a table when I'm walking, but it's not bright enough where it wakes you up because it's so bright. So with that, instead of saying all this stuff, and I can just say illuminates and not have to worry about getting the exact right command. This is very, very important into itself, because there's been plenty of times where I would say something like turn on bedroom lights, and then it'll do something I simply just don't want it to do, or I'll say turn on lights, and I meant to say turn on my bedroom lights or something like that. This prevents all of that, where I just have to remember, oh, I just need to say bright, or oh, I just need to say play Bloomberg Live, or oh, I just need to say this or that, the other, versus knowing the detailed of a given command in it to itself. That's something that you probably should note when playing with this. But with that one in mind, if you've got any questions, anything else, then feel free to let me know, and I'll try to help you out as best as I can. But anyways, hope you have a great day.